HOA president took my daughter without consent. Then her husband filed for divorce. The Karen flowers bloomed defiantly in Willow Creek, their delicate white petals a stark contrast to the storm brewing in our tight-knit community. I'm Lisa, a single mother who poured my heart into raising my daughter, Emily, and tending our small garden plot. Those flowers, named for their resilience, were Emily's prejudice nurtured them since she was 10, a symbol of her quiet strength. But when Margaret, the HOA president, set her sights on our garden, everything unraveled. Margaret was a force of nature, her smile as sharp as the shears she carried. She ruled Willow Creek's HOA with an iron grip, her rules etched into every mailbox and lawn. Last spring, she declared our community garden needed restructuring to win a regional award. Our plot, Emily's Sanctuary, was deemed unkempt. I fought back, citing our rights, but Margaret's influence was unshakable. Her word was law, and dissenters faced her wrath fines, shunning, or worse. One humid July morning, I found Emily, now 16, sobbing in our kitchen. Her hands trembled as she showed me a letter from Margaret, demanding she volunteer for the garden overhaul or face a $500 fine. She said it's for the community's good, Mom, Emily whispered, her eyes wide with fear. I was livid. Margaret had no right to coerce my daughter, but Emily, ever the peacemaker, begged me to let her comply. Against my instincts, I relented, believing it was just weeding and planting. Days later, I noticed Emily's spark fading. She'd returned from the garden pale, her hands dirt-streaked but her spirit crushed. When I pressed her, she'd mumble about extra tasks Margaret assigned, long hours, no breaks and strange errands. My gut screamed something was wrong, but Emily clammed up, terrified of Margaret's threats to blacklist us. Then, one evening, she didn't come home. Panic clawed at me as I searched the neighborhood, calling her name. At the garden, I found Margaret, her smile smug as she clipped Karen flowers. Emily's helping with a special project, she said coolly. She consented. My blood boiled. She's 16. You can't take her without my permission. Margaret's eyes narrowed. This is for Willow Creek's glory, Lisa. Don't make a scene. I stormed to the police, but Margaret's husband, Tom, a local lawyer, was there, spinning a tale of Emily's volunteer enthusiasm. The officers dismissed me, citing Margaret's impeccable reputation. Defeated but desperate, I rallied neighbors, only to find them cowed by Margaret's power. Then came the twist. Sarah, a shy gardener who'd always kept to herself, slipped me a note. Check the shed. It read. Sarah, I learned, had been Margaret's assistant until she quit, haunted by what she'd seen. Heart-pounding, I crept to the community shed at midnight. Inside, I found Emily, exhausted, sorting stacks of Karen flower seeds labeled for sale not for the garden, but for Margaret's secret side business. She'd exploited Emily's labor, threatening to ruin our lives if she spoke. Mom, I'm sorry, Emily sobbed as I held her. Rage consumed me, but worse was coming. Tom, Margaret's husband, confronted me the next day. His face was ashen, his voice low. I'm filing for divorce, he said. Margaret's obsession with control, it's not just the garden. She's been forging documents, skimming HOA funds. He'd discovered her scheme through Sarah, who'd kept receipts. Tom's betrayal of Margaret was our lifeline, but it came too late to erase the pain. At the town meeting, I exposed Margaret, Emily's testimony, and Sarah's evidence, igniting a firestorm. Neighbors, once silent, roared with outrage. Margaret's empire crumbled as she was stripped of her title, her schemes laid bare. But victory was hollow. Emily's trust in community, in people, was shattered. She stopped tending her Karen flowers, their petals wilting like her spirit. Margaret faced charges, but the damage was done. My daughter's innocence, our home's peace, stolen. We moved away, seeking a fresh start, but the scars lingered. Emily's smiles were rare, her laughter rarer. The Karen flowers, once symbols of resilience, now mocked us with their fragile beauty. Tom's divorce finalized, and he sent an apology, but it couldn't mend what Margaret broke. Sarah, our unexpected ally, planted new seeds in Willow Creek, a quiet rebellion against the past. As I reflect, I wonder where justice lies in a community torn by power and betrayal. The Karen flowers still bloom, but their meaning shifts resilience. Yes, but also a reminder of trust's fragility. What do you think? Can a community heal after such betrayal, or do some wounds cut too deep?